You are welcome to yet another episode of HN What's Your Say? The #1 listening show, where we discuss real issues with real people like you. We are still featuring R. Kelly. Real name Robert Sylvester Kelly. Also known as the R&B King. The R&B superstar who dominated the charts in the 90s and early 2000s has been embroiled in numerous legal battles and false allegations of misconduct. Among the many narratives that have emerged is the disturbing story involving Alice Clary. This episode digs into the text messages that were exchanged between Alice Clary and R. Kelly himself, revealing a troubling aspect of the saga surrounding the controversial and rather unfair case against the R&B King. R. Kelly, who was born Robert Sylvester Kelly, has faced numerous accusations over the years, ranging from alleged inappropriate relationships with supposedly underage girls who were in the real sense not underage by state laws, to false reports of maintaining a network of women held against their will. Despite his musical success, these allegations have cast a long shadow over his career, seeing his music unfairly muted with the aim of incapacitating him financially. One of the pivotal stories in this complex web of lies against R. Kelly is the interaction between Alice Clary, the mother of Azriel Clary, with the R&B King, which should have instantly shifted the dynamics of the case against the renowned singer. Remember, the allegations against Kelly suggest he enticed young girls and trafficked them across state lines. But how is this even possible when her parents were always in the know and instead encouraged their daughter to sleep with him? The text message evidence reveals just how her mother Alice Clary messaged Kelly from time to time, pretending to be her daughter, and leading him to think she was in fact an adult woman who was ready to get intimate with him. At some point, Alice Clary messages her own daughter Azriel and tells her how she is excited her son-in-law is going to be older than her, and she is also seen coaching her daughter on how to seduce the R&B King. Azriel Clary was one of the young women who happily lived with R. Kelly and later accused him of abuse and manipulation after being arm-twisted by the leaked prison communications between R. Kelly and his other girlfriend Joycelyn Savage. The text messages between her mother Alice Clary and R. Kelly offer a unique perspective on how Kelly was the real victim in this game of chess, lured into thinking Azriel was in fact an adult and encouraged by her mother to get intimate with her. If anyone needed to make R. Kelly aware that Azriel in fact still had months away from becoming 18, it was supposed to be her mother. She, however, did the opposite, and her possession of a corresponding ID that showed she was 18 did not make the situation any better. The text messages between Alice Clary and R. Kelly reflect a rather strange interaction between the two. As the exchanges progressed, Alice Clary's messages became even more suggestive in encouraging R. Kelly to engage in a sexual relationship with her daughter Azriel. This behavior reflects a troubling dynamic, possibly driven by the hope to benefit through financial gain. Just what kind of mother describes her own daughter as a special girl that admires R. Kelly, and that wants to be close to him and is willing to be everything he needs to a man? Unless she is trying to seduce the man to sleep with her, which goes against the allegations of kidnap and trafficking like the government packaged it all. The text messages between Alice Clary and R. Kelly have significant legal implications. Encouraging or facilitating a sexual relationship between a minor and an adult can be construed as complicity in statutory context, potentially implicating Alice in criminal activities. However, because fight crime is not necessarily the government's agenda, and because all they are doing is target R. Kelly and the total destruction of his career rather than hunt down wrong elements of society, they are not interested in addressing the controversial parental involvement. These messages can also serve as evidence in court to demonstrate that R. Kelly actually had all reasons to believe that Azriel Clary was 18, basing on the mother's messaging abilities as a grown woman, and the fact that the parents had no objection against their relationship. This element of parental involvement can in fact be used by R. Kelly's defense attorneys to argue mitigation or entrapment. And speaking of entrapment, it's no secret that Azriel's parents did encourage her to take as many sexual pictures and videos with the R&B King which they could use in case they needed to blackmail him in future. This motivation alone was enough to cause them to lie about their daughter's age, and to trap R. Kelly into getting intimate with her for the possibility of financial gain. Azriel herself confessed to this during the Gayle King interview at the Trump Towers before she suddenly changed goalposts in an act of witness tampering with leaked prison communications. There have been several attempts to explain Alice Clary's actions as acts of desperation for her daughter's success, But what kind of parent trades her daughter in exchange for any form of success or financial gain? Also, why is the same leniency not applied when judging R. Kelly, for he didn't even have a clue that the Clary daughter was still 17 going to 18. In fact, if anyone knew that she was not yet 18 and should be punished, it's the mother. According to Mary Ray, you and I both know that R. Kelly was convicted wrongfully with no consideration of the circumstances surrounding his case. It was never in his interest to be with any underage women, and if he hadn't been trapped by the greedy parents, we wouldn't be having this conversation today. The revelations about Alice Clary's encouragement of an inappropriate relationship complicate the narrative of the Me Too movement. While the movement has packaged itself as the expert group in exposing and addressing sexual misconduct, cases like this illustrate the propaganda and corruption involved in their advocacy. It also indicates that it is in fact not crime they are after, but instead they are used as a tool when the government has specific individuals it wishes to take down. If it was criminals the Me Too were after, Alice Clary would be their next target for her active involvement. In fact, this text message evidence adds a disturbing layer to the already complex and controversial case against the artist. And these actions driven by parental greed have significant legal and ethical implications. The moment these text messages became known to the judges, R. Kelly should have been acquitted. If you wish to take part in a live interview on this channel discussing any of these topics, let us know by emailing us on sashahnnewsroom@gmail.com for scheduling. That is all we had for you today on HN What's Your Say. To keep updated whenever we post a new video, subscribe to this channel now. Also remember to hit the bell icon and enable notifications. And feel free to share your opinions with us in the comment section below, and let us know if you would like us to publish your views in our next release. We value all our subscribers' opinions.